Welcome back, Truth Seekers. Today we embark on a journey into the secret language woven into the very fabric of our past. A language that speaks through art, architecture, and relics. In this episode, we delve into the esoteric symbols that have captivated human imagination for millennia, revealing not just aesthetics, but layers of meaning that hint at ancient wisdom and hidden knowledge. Consider the majestic temples of ancient Egypt. The hieroglyphs carved into stone aren't mere decorations. They're a complex system of symbols that told stories of divine order and cosmic balance. Each glyph, from the Ankh to the scarab, was imbued with spiritual significance, a coded message meant to guide and enlighten those who could decipher it. Fast forward to the architecture of ancient civilizations and the masterpieces of the Renaissance. Here, sacred geometry and the golden ratio found expression in the design of Gothic cathedrals and the paintings of Da Vinci. These works weren't created solely for beauty. They were deliberate compositions, with every line and curve carefully chosen to reflect a deeper understanding of the universe. The square and compass, emblematic of Freemasonry, serve as another example. Far from being random, these symbols have been adopted by secret societies as metaphors for balance, wisdom, and the pursuit of higher truth. The allure of these symbols lies in their duality. On one level, they are aesthetically mesmerizing, drawing us in with their intricate designs and harmonious proportions. On another level, they challenge us to look deeper, to question what we see and to search for meanings that transcend time. They are an invitation to explore the mysteries of our ancestors, a reminder that every artwork, every architectural marvel carries echoes of a bygone era where art and mysticism were one. Join me as we decode these visual languages and uncover the profound legacy left behind in our monuments and masterpieces. By understanding the historical context and cultural significance of these symbols, we can begin to appreciate not only their beauty but also their power to convey hidden truths. Stay curious, question deeply, and as always, keep your mind unlocked. Welcome back, Truth Seekers. Today, we step into the shadowy corridors of history to explore the secret world of elite societies, groups that have long been rumored to pull the strings behind global events. In this episode, we trace the historical roots and documented influence of organizations like the Illuminati, Freemasons, and other covert networks, aiming to separate well-established facts from speculative lore. Let's begin with the Illuminati. Founded in 1776 in Bavaria, this organization was originally established as an Enlightenment movement, promoting reason and secularism in a time of rigid dogma. Despite its relatively brief existence, the Illuminati became the subject of countless legends. While mainstream historians confirm its historical presence, the narrative of a modern-day, all-powerful Illuminati remains more myth than verifiable fact. Next, we turn to the Freemasons, a fraternity with deep historical roots stretching back to the medieval stonemasons and evolving into a sophisticated network of lodges across the world. Freemasonry is well documented and has included many influential figures throughout history. Their rituals, symbols, and organizational structures have certainly inspired both admiration and suspicion. However, while their influence in cultural and philanthropic fields is evident, the idea that they orchestrate global events in secret is a matter of interpretation and speculation. We'll also glance at other groups, ranging from the mystical Rosicrucians to modern-day elite clubs like Skull and Bones, that have contributed to the allure of a hidden power structure. Historical documents reveal that these organizations often operated in secrecy, partly due to the political and social climates of their times. Yet, as we examine the evidence, it's crucial to discern documented influence from the layers of myth that have grown over centuries. In this episode, we peel back the layers of secrecy historical foundations. We explore how these groups originated their stated goals and how the tumultuous times they emerged from influenced their clandestine nature. Documented influence. By reviewing credible historical accounts, we discuss instances where these organizations intersected with key political and cultural movements. Myth versus reality. We address how speculation and conspiracy theories have transformed factual events into a narrative of omnipresent control, challenging you to think critically about what is known and what is conjecture. Our goal is not to demonize these organizations, but to understand their role in shaping historical events and how the mystery surrounding them has fueled the modern narrative of hidden elites. As always, we encourage you to examine the evidence and draw your own conclusions. Stay vigilant, keep questioning, and remember, unveiling the truth begins by peeling back the layers of myth to reveal the factual history underneath. As we journey through these chronicles of secret societies, keep your mind unlocked. Episode 3: Mind Games: Unmasking Media Manipulation. Welcome back, truth seekers. Today we peel back the curtain on the intricate art of shaping public perception, a process that spans from the harsh realities of wartime propaganda to the subtle digital manipulations of our modern age. Let's start with history. During World War II, governments employed powerful propaganda techniques to unify populations and sway opinions. Posters, films, and radio broadcasts were meticulously crafted to evoke patriotism and demonize the enemy. Let's start with history. During World War II, governments employed powerful propaganda techniques to unify populations and sway opinions. Posters, films, and radio broadcasts were meticulously crafted to evoke patriotism and demonize the enemy. Fast forward to the Cold War and we see a new level of sophistication: psychological operations designed to instill fear, loyalty, or doubt among entire nations. Historical records and declassified documents reveal that both sides engaged in coordinated campaigns to control the narrative. But what happens when these techniques evolve into the digital era? Today's media landscape is no less engineered than its historical predecessor. Algorithmic filtering on social media platforms subtly curates the content we see, nudging our interests and beliefs without us even noticing. But what happens when these techniques evolve into the digital era? Today's media landscape is no less engineered than its historical predecessor. Algorithmic filtering on social media platforms subtly curates the content we see, nudging our interests and beliefs without us even noticing. Subliminal cues, embedded images, phrases, and sounds can trigger subconscious reactions, reinforcing particular narratives while obscuring alternative viewpoints. Backed by case studies and academic research, this episode examines how the strategies of old have transformed into sophisticated digital tools. We'll explore historical propaganda techniques, how wartime and Cold War operations set the stage for controlling public opinion, modern digital strategies, the rise of algorithmic filtering and targeted advertising that craft our news feeds, and the use of subliminal messaging to influence behavior. Case studies and research, real-world examples, and scholarly investigations that demonstrate the continuity and evolution of these manipulative techniques. By connecting the dots between past and present, we reveal that the battle for our minds is far from over. The narratives we consume are carefully engineered, designed to guide our perceptions and decisions. This is not merely an academic exercise, it's a call to be critical of the information streams that shape our reality. By doing more research, you will be unlocking your mind even further. Down the rabbit hole we go. The adventure begins with questioning everything. As you watch, remember, questioning the media is not about rejecting all information. It's about understanding the forces at work behind the scenes. Stay vigilant, analyze deeply, and always challenge the surface narrative. Stay inquisitive, keep questioning, and as always, keep your mind unlocked.
Welcome back, truth seekers. In our hyper-connected world, every click, every swipe, and every digital footprint is tracked and recorded. Today, we lift the veil on the pervasive networks of surveillance that operate behind our screens, a reality shaped by both government programs and corporate data collection. Let's begin with government surveillance. Revelations from whistleblowers like Edward Snowden have exposed programs such as the NSA's PRISM, which, based on official disclosures, collects vast amounts of digital data from users worldwide. These programs, intended to bolster national security, also raise critical questions about privacy and individual freedom. Documented leaks show that our personal communications, emails, chats, even search histories are not as private as we once believed. But it isn't just governments. Corporations too are key players in this digital age. From the algorithms that power social media to the targeted advertising networks that follow our every move, companies collect and analyze data to predict and often influence our behavior. Cases like the Cambridge Analytica scandal highlight how personal information can be harnessed to sway public opinion and manipulate consumer choices on an unprecedented scale. In this episode, we demystify the technology behind digital surveillance. We'll examine the facts behind NSA's PRISM and similar initiatives using verified reports and official documents to understand how data is gathered on a massive scale. Discover how tech giants collect data through our online interactions and how this data drives advertising, consumer profiling, and ultimately influences our everyday decisions. Reflect on what these practices mean for privacy and autonomy in the digital age. We discuss the balance between security and freedom and the growing call for greater transparency and accountability. By presenting a fact-based look at these systems, we aim to empower you with knowledge about how digital shadows shape our lives. Understanding these mechanisms is the first step toward reclaiming control over our personal data and our digital identities. Stay informed, remain critical, and as always, keep your mind unlocked.
Welcome back, Truth Seekers. Today, we delve into the intricate world of financial influence and corporate control, a realm where money and power converge to shape the policies that govern our lives. In this episode, we uncover how corporate elites wield their influence not only to sway market forces but to guide public opinion and steer global governance. Let's begin with a moment in recent history, the 2008 financial crisis. This global meltdown exposed the fragility of a system built on excessive risk-taking and opaque financial practices. As banks collapsed and economies faltered, investigations revealed that unbridled corporate greed, lax regulation, and complex financial instruments were at the heart of the crisis. These events were not random. They were the result of systematic issues within the financial sector, where powerful entities operated with little oversight. Moving beyond the crisis, corporate lobbying emerges as another potent tool in the arsenal of financial elites. Lobbying, a legal practice, becomes problematic when it creates an uneven playing field. With enormous financial resources at their disposal, corporations can fund campaigns, influence legislation, and secure favorable regulations that perpetuate their dominance. From energy giants to tech behemoths, documented cases reveal how corporate lobbying has shaped policies, often at the expense of public interest. Market manipulation is yet another facet of corporate power. Whether through high-frequency trading or orchestrated schemes that distort market perceptions, financial markets can be engineered to benefit the few. These tactics, while complex and often hidden from the public eye, demonstrate the extent to which corporate interests can be engineered to maintain their wealth and influence. Case studies of market manipulation, including instances in commodities and stock markets, illustrate how financial power can distort economic realities. In this episode, we'll explore the 2008 financial crisis, analyzing how systemic risks, corporate practices, and regulatory failures culminated in a global economic disaster. Corporate lobbying, examining the methods and influence of corporate lobbyists and the profound impact their actions have on shaping policy and regulation. Market manipulation, delving into the strategies used to manipulate financial markets and how these practices reinforce the concentration of wealth and power. Economic analysis, using verifiable case studies and documented research to provide a fact-based look at the interplay between corporate power and global governance. Our goal is to illuminate the mechanisms through which corporate power not only influences economic outcomes, but also impacts the broader framework of our society. By understanding these dynamics, we empower ourselves to question the narratives presented by those in control and to seek a more equitable balance in the global economy. stay informed, keep questioning, and as always, keep your mind unlocked.
Welcome back, truth seekers. In this episode, we take a bold step into the realm of questioning the status quo, a necessary journey if we aim to uncover the hidden truths beneath the glossy facade of mainstream narratives. Today, we critically examine widely accepted historical accounts and governmental narratives, inviting you to look beyond surface-level truths and re-examine our collective understanding of history. Let's start with the Pentagon Papers. In 1971, a cache of confidential documents was leaked to the press, exposing the stark divergence between what the US government publicly claimed about the Vietnam War and the behind-the-scenes realities driving policy decisions. The Pentagon Papers not only reshaped public opinion but also ignited a fierce debate on government transparency and accountability. They showed us that even the most trusted institutions can construct narratives that obscure the full truth. Moving forward to the Watergate scandal, a watershed moment for American democracy. Watergate revealed how a series of abuses of power and deliberate cover-ups were orchestrated at the highest levels of government. The unraveling of the scandal, propelled by persistent investigative journalism and credible whistleblowers, underscored that the official narrative is not infallible. It served as a powerful reminder that critical inquiry and independent verification of information are essential defenses against the manipulation of truth. In this episode, we scrutinize how these events expose the methods by which official narratives are crafted. Dissecting the official narrative, we explore the techniques governments use to shape public perception, often utilizing secrecy and misinformation to maintain control. By contrasting documented evidence from leaked files to investigative reports with the polished narratives presented by those in power, we highlight how reality can be distorted for political gain. Credible investigative journalism and academic research have repeatedly challenged the dominant narratives. These endeavors remind us that independent inquiry is vital for a healthy, functioning society. Our objective is not to propagate cynicism, but to encourage thoughtful skepticism. Every historical account is layered with complexities, and understanding these intricacies empowers us to question the superficial accounts we're often presented with. By challenging the official narrative, we free ourselves from a one-dimensional view of history and foster a deeper appreciation for the nuanced processes that shape our world. As you reflect on these revelations, ask yourself, what other aspects of our shared history might benefit from closer, more critical scrutiny? The journey to uncover truth is ongoing, requiring constant vigilance and a willingness to reassess what we accept as fact. Stay bold, remain inquisitive, and as always, keep your mind unlocked. Welcome back, truth seekers, to the final chapter of our journey, a rallying call to unite in the pursuit of hidden truths. Today we synthesize the insights uncovered throughout this series, from the enigmatic language of ancient symbols to the pervasive reach of modern surveillance, from the secretive mechanisms of elite societies to the calculated maneuvers of corporate power. In earlier episodes, we explored how esoteric symbols spoke volumes about the ancient wisdom and secret societies that have shaped human culture for millennia. We unveiled the covert operations of influential elites who, through decades of hidden alliances and clandestine meetings, have manipulated global narratives. We dissected the relentless strategies of media manipulation and the sophisticated digital surveillance systems that track our every move. And we pulled back the curtain on corporate power, revealing the economic mechanisms that underwrite the status quo. Now, it's time to step back and look at the bigger picture. Awakening the collective is not just about acquiring knowledge. It's about igniting a movement. Our journey has shown that independent thought is the most powerful tool against the forces of manipulation. The documented facts and historical events we've discussed are not isolated incidents. They form part of a larger tapestry that challenges us to question every narrative we accept as truth. This final episode is a call to action. Engage and inquire. Let the revelations from each episode spark your curiosity. Delve deeper into the areas that challenge your perceptions, and never shy away from asking the tough questions. Connect and collaborate. In an era of overwhelming information, community matters. Share your insights, join forums, attend discussions, and build networks with others who value independent thought. Transform awareness into action. Knowledge has the power to liberate. Use your newfound awareness to promote transparency and accountability. Whether it's through supporting investigative journalism, advocating for digital privacy rights, or simply challenging misinformation in your daily interactions. The hidden truth is not the end of our journey. It's the beginning of an ongoing quest for a more informed, vigilant society. Together, we can break free from the confines of manipulated narratives and work towards a reality where every voice is heard and every truth is explored. Thank you for joining me on this transformative journey. As we part ways for now, remember that the quest for truth is lifelong. Every day offers a new opportunity to question, learn, and awaken. Stay curious, remain bold, and always keep your mind unlocked.